Building a business can be tricky. There are so many different pitfalls along your business journey that you can fall into. And in this video, I'm gonna cover the 3 biggest mistakes that I made in building my business over the last 7 years and what you can do to avoid those mistakes and continue to grow your business and thrive. What's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Danny Gould. I'm the CEO of the Selling Silicon Valley Group. We're a real estate team based in Silicon Valley. And just to give you a little concept as to what revenue looked like for my operation the last 2 years, we've operated a 7-figure business. And so in today's video, I'm going to give you the ins and outs of what it was I did wrong, and specifically the 3 biggest mistakes that I made in building my business and what you can do, regardless of what field you're in, to circumvent making those same mistakes. Because truthfully, even though I made these mistakes in building a real estate team, these mistakes are very easy to make regardless of which industry you're in. And they're very easy to avoid if you just know what to look out for. So let's get into the 3 biggest mistakes that I made. The first one is one that I see countless business owners make. And regardless of what industry you're in, it is so easy to make. What was that mistake? Well, before going there, I should probably give you guys a little context as to when I made this first mistake. It was 2017. The first 4 months of 2017, I was on a roll. My business was on absolute fire. I had sold double the amount of homes in 4 months than I had the entire previous year. Think about that. I had doubled my production in 4 short months. And that to me was just like, I was on top of the moon. I was like, go, 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 go. Everything was clicking, the wheels were turning. And I started watching a lot of Gary Vee. And I'm sure that if you're watching this video, you've probably heard of Gary Vaynerchuk. And if you haven't, you should go check out his stuff because he's amazing. But I bought into Gary's digital marketing strategy, the Agent 2021 model, the put it all on digital marketing strategy. And that's what I did. I chased the shiny object and I went all in on Facebook. I went all in on digital, and I neglected and didn't keep doing the things that were already working for me. I completely pivoted my business. It was working. I was making a lot of money. I was making a lot of sales. I was helping a lot of families. And then I stopped doing everything that was working for me to focus on things that I had no clue on how to execute on. And unfortunately, the reality is that those things work, and they're working for me now because I figured out what I was doing wrong and I fixed it. But the issue is that I was doing all of this wrong. I chased the shiny object. I didn't execute properly, and as a result, my business lost all its momentum. For some reason, I was convinced that there was something wrong with my business. There was an archaic way of doing things, and that I was doing it an archaic way, and that if I wouldn't pivot fast enough, if I didn't pivot fast enough, that my business would cease to exist. And I bought into that concept. Now, unfortunately, the people that I was listening to, I wasn't really listening to the full message. And the truth is that what I should have done was I should have taken a X percentage of my profits or X percentage of my revenue and reinvest it back into the things that were working, and then reinvest a smaller percentage back into new things, new items to explore, new lead generation systems, new marketing tactics, more administrative staff, more this, more, all of those things. I should have invested a portion of it, but not the whole thing. I put it all on black. And that is a pitfall that I see far too many business owners make, which is squirrel. The new shiny object comes up, the new gizmo, the new gadget, the new guru that's gonna help you succeed in your business. But truthfully, if you've already built a successful foundation, you should be building on top of that, not demoing everything to the ground, because that's exactly what I did. I had a successful operation. I chased the shiny object. But even if I didn't have a successful operation, chasing the shiny object and not focusing on things that we already knew were working was the wrong approach. And so regardless of where you are in your business, don't chase the shiny object. That leads me to mistake number 2, which is not realizing soon enough that business is all about systems and people. Business can be very simple if you allow it to be. And for many years, I overcomplicated everything. But now I've realized I was wrong. Everything in business is so simple if you just focus on systems and people. Step 1, build your business. Step 2, hire people. Those people will buy you time. And then you're going to use that extra time to build systems. Step 3, hire more people to help you run those systems so that you can go and build more systems. Step 4, and the ultimate step, which is hire even more people to help you build more systems. Rocket science. Not really. Now, the concept, very, very simple, but it is far from easy. And the biggest reason why it isn't easy, and the biggest reason why I see countless business owners, regardless of which industry you're in, be able to get their business and take their business from step 1 to step 4 is the inability to give up control. Delegation is key in business. And if you aren't able to delegate, and if you aren't able to give up some of that control, you are going to be in a very bad spot. Your business will never work for you. You will always be working in the business and never on the business. And that is a huge trap that so many people fall into. So how do you fix that? Well, that's a topic for another video. And if you're interested in my thoughts on how to fix your ability to give up that control, you should post in the comments down below. Let me know that you want to see that video. I'd be happy to make it. And finally, that leads me to the third biggest mistake that I see so many business owners make. We live in a beautiful time. I know that we like to vilify the age of social media, but I honestly think that it is a beautiful thing. Unfortunately, with all of the beauty in social media, there are some drawbacks. And one of the drawbacks is the desire to always want to give off the appearance that we are winning. And so much so that we sacrifice our personal happiness for the appearance of success. Business is created to help you live your best life. That's the whole reason why you decided to get into business for yourself. It's because you want to provide the best possible life to you, to your family, to your next of kin. You really are doing it to better your future. But how can you do that if you're not happy? And furthermore, how can you be the best CEO, the best leader, the best operator for your business if you're not in a good headspace? I truly hate the word and the concept of work-life balance. That is not, to me, a thing. If you are the CEO of a company, if you are starting your own business, work and life blend together very easily. But that doesn't mean that work needs to be unenjoyable. But at the end of the day, running a business and being the CEO of your own company or whatever your title is, that is at the end of the day work, regardless of how intertwined it is into your life. And so at some point throughout the day, you have to find a time to consciously disconnect from the rest of what's going on out there so that you can buy back some of that mental energy and go kill it and crush it the next day. Don't worry about what other people think of you, and I know that's so cliche, but the concept that you should only be winning is a fallacy because every business owner loses, and they lose again and again and again and again. And winning in business is not about winning. It's about how fast can you pick yourself up and bounce back from your losses. I mean, I look right now at the real estate industry, and it's the industry that I'm in, and I see a ton of people winning right now that got absolutely leveled by the recession in 2009. I mean, some of these people lost their jobs. A lot of those people lost their businesses, maybe lost their spouses, lost friends to taking their own lives, lost all of their material possessions. And now they've gotten to a point where they are 10 times the business that they were before. And how did they do that? They got there through perseverance and not allowing all of this to get in here. So don't fall into the trap of always wanting to give off the appearance of being successful. Go for the much superior alternative, which is condition yourself to be prepared for the losses and find ways to quickly pick yourself back up, because tomorrow's a new day and you're gonna go build whatever it was you lost back again and then way, way more. If you're this far into the video, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button down below, click the little notification bell, and give me a thumbs up while you're at it. This is Danny Gould, everyone. I'm selling Silicon Valley, and I will catch all of you in the next video.